Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite types of setups, looking for a stop run. One big thing that we have here is overall we have crude oil in a nice firm uptrend. What's one big thing that we're looking for to get back in line with the uptrend? We need the sellers to be done with the move, right? Wait for the sellers to get out of the way, jump right back in, ride it right back up. If we zoom out a little bit, you can easily see we're in a pretty firm uptrend. It's kind of hard to miss that one, right? The big thing that we're looking at right now, though, is we're getting into this just area of consolidation where we're not seeing the buyers continue their movement, right? We came back to the moving average, and that's an area that you'd expect to see them come in, and, well, they didn't, right? We saw them come in with this big old bull candle here at 945, immediately just to turn around into a big old bear candle. We're just not seeing them ready to take over. So because of that, we're going to ride that failure all the way back down again. 46.21 is going to be the stop loss, 4 contracts there. And then we're looking all in, all out because we're going counter trend. We want to take everything in, everything out all at the same place and just look for a quick little scalp. So all in, all out at 45.88. And that's the last area where we saw a bunch of resistance come in, and it's expected to see that the sellers are going to want to try to get down to that area around 88 before riding it back up again. So that's the location that we're looking for to take everything out. Now again, you know, that little pullback that we had right here, if this was going to be sort of a range, and it does look like a pretty solid range, they tried getting out through the highs for a breakout and they failed right back in, and you can definitely tell they failed, and they came back and failed right off it on that big old wick on the highs. And that big wick on the highs kind of gave you a little bit of a heads up, but you still have to be a little bit careful, wait for a little more information. Gives us this giant bull candle right here, which turns right back around into a small little red candle showing you complete failure, and we're going to ride that failure back down and just looking for price to basically want to test a logical area. 45.88 is a logical turning point, so that's where we're going to look to take our profit off out at. And you could even look to try to execute along right back up to those highs again, because a couple things are going to happen here. Aggressive buyers are going to be buying off of this candle. It's a big bull candle in an uptrend, and if they're not paying attention to what's happening or they didn't get out early after this little red guy right here, they're going to be stuck in the move, and their stops are underneath 94. So they could be getting stopped out at 93, 92, 91, etc., and we're looking for them to fuel the move down into our target at 88. So the overall movement itself, pretty self-explanatory, just looking for a stop run back down to get the move going, but based on the way that it's setting up, it may take a little bit of time. You can see that they're definitely going what we like to say UFC. They're basically punching each other in the head and see who gets knocked out first. So right now, just waiting for the sellers to continue this back down to that logical area of support at 88, and then we can look right back to the long side again. So we'll give it a little bit of time here until we get our target filled. That target, if it does get filled, 09 to 88, we're looking at 21 ticks on 4 contracts. 84 ticks total possible on the move. So we'll let it do its thing, and we'll be looking for 88 on our target. All right, so we had the buyers come in pretty aggressively here to try to get back up to the highs, and they're dumping right back down again. Now, that does show us that buyers are starting to become interested down here at these lows, so we have to be careful around this area, knowing how much buying pressure there is to get it all the way back up to 46.17 before letting it slide a little bit lower. It tells us they're probably trying to just get a little bit extra on right now before they try filling everything else. So definitely looking for a bounce off of this 88 level based on that movement there, but for right now, we got our short side target filled, 45.88. 21 ticks on that last portion there, 84 ticks total, $840. Now again, based on the buying pressure that we just saw come in right there, they had enough to get all the way back to 17 before fading back down again. This is a big area of support. Basically, that told us it's a big flag that says, hey, we're going back to the upside. We're trying to buy some right now. So if you're aggressive, I could easily see you trying to buy some right now at 45.88 and just ride that thing all the way back up to the highs. Primary target probably be at around 35 or so, just to get out ahead of where we've seen resistance come in before. But you could be looking to lock in a big old run for the rest of the day, buying an 88 on a deep, deep pullback. So keep that in mind. But for us, we're done with the trade. 84 ticks, $840 in the bank. Nice, easy little stop run there, and really big clues that we're getting from the market right now. So that's going to do it for us. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.